Hey guys, Shadolance back again to review another gun. This time I'm going to be doing it a little bit differently though. It's going to be an OMA game, and it's just one long OMA game with a little bit of elim at the end, so I don't do particularly well during the OMA because I suck at OMA, especially in Junk Fleet. I don't do terribly. I think I could have done better, but I could also have done a lot worse. Anyway, so this gun is the MP40. It's a brand new gun released by Nexon. It's technically a World War II gun. I remember using this gun in the Medal of Honor series a lot. I love this gun. In the Medal of Honor series, I don't love it so much in combat arms. It actually has a clip size of 32 of 96, I do believe, if I did my math right there. Three spare clips would give 96, right? Yeah, so it has the extra 2 shots, which is kind of nice, and I guess it's a little bit of a perk. The extra 2 shots sometimes come in handy. The thing that I don't like so much is that you can't equip it with anything. No magazines, no sights, no muzzles. Now, a muzzle would actually be kind of useful in this thing to reduce recoil. I would suggest an S1 if you were able to put it on, but you can't. An S3 is kind of useless because it's an SMG, you know, reducing flash isn't necessarily important. But anyway, sights would be really, really useful if you could put them on. I know that the website for Nexon says that they're allowed, but I actually tried to put one on this thing and it would not let me, so I think that that was either a glitch or a bug or something, but it wouldn't let me put a scope on it. So I actually tried that, and this gun would be a lot better because the recoil is pretty low. Despite the statistical value of 66. Most assault rifles have like a 70-ish, so this is actually pretty good. For only 66 on an SMG, a lot of them have higher ones than that. It's super, super nice, and putting a scope on this, an iTech scope, would just be absolutely amazing. So let's go into the stats. Damage of 34, portability of 74, rate of fire of 85, and accuracy of 65, recoil of 66, as I said before. The damage is 34, and it tends to have kind of like a medium-ish drop-off. It's not super bad, it's not great, but it's usable at the range that you should be using it at. The portability is 74, so it's incredibly portable, at least compared to an assault rifle, I guess. And I don't really know whether you would really consider this an SMG or an assault rifle. It performs like an assault rifle a little bit, just the way it feels, I don't know. Obviously, it has the lower damage, though, so... accuracy is accuracy is 65. I was about to say 85. That'd be an incredibly accurate SMG. Accuracy is 65, so it's actually pretty accurate, and the spread doesn't get very big, and the spread recovery is pretty fast. It's not the fastest in the world, but it's not great. It's not like amazing, but it's not terrible by a long shot, so it's definitely manageable. The recoil being 66, it's not that bad. It's controllable. The recoil, since there's no scope you can put on, at least from what I see. It's manageable. It's really not that big of a deal. It just kind of goes back and forth a little bit, just like a typical SMG. It's completely usable. The rate of fire is 85, so it's a little bit lower than the average New World SMG, which is like registered as like 89 or 90. So a little bit slower than the average, but yeah, it just depends on how you want to use the gun, I guess. Portability is 74, like I said before. It's not the most portable thing in the world, but I mean, a lot of SMGs these days have like 90, like 85 to 90. So 74 is kind of low, especially for a forged GP gun. I almost forgot to mention, you forged this with the MAC-10. I suppose the reason they chose the MAC-10 for this is because they also released the MAC-10 SE. And honestly, I think it's kind of cool that you finally get to forge something with the MAC-10. And this is not a bad gun for the choice. I mean, they look, and they, like the pieces in the gun, I guess, look like they could be sort of similar. But just in my opinion, I feel like they could have done a better job and picked a different gun. Or at least made this one a little bit more usable. It's okay. It's just kind of like what you would expect for a low rank SMG, but just keep in mind the rank at which you have access to the gun, and then it's not meant for like super high rank players who have access to better like weaponry and stuff. I'm not saying high ranks can't use the weapon. I mean, I'm using it here obviously, even if that's only for the review purposes. But I don't think I'll be using this gun again anytime soon, and I'm definitely not going to be using it for competitive gameplay. So, that's about all I have to say for the gun, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed this review. Please rate, comment, subscribe, and I will see you guys in the next review. Shadolance out.
Oh, hell no! Oh, hell no! Oh, hell no! Hell no! Oh, hell no! Oh, hell no!
Oh, hell no.
Oh, hell no!